Okay, this is 4K60 also, and I'm looking for the volume. I don't see it anywhere. There you go, I see it now. Okay. So, I completed the R8. It had about 5 bars. It should be a little bit quicker going home, hopefully. I'll find out after I get all this traffic away. And this is the funny stoplight. But I hope it doesn't turn red as I'm turning left. And it's not. So this is the 16 millimeter full frame RF 2.8, and it says 16 millimeter. Okay, this is on the R10. So say with a 1.6 crop. I don't know. I don't know if the R10 has a crop. I mean, it is a crop sensor camera, but yeah, it looks good. I think there is a crop, but it's almost like what I had on the R8. And I forgot to turn on the air conditioning. And actually, it's not the air conditioning, it's the cabin air on the inside. You want circulation in the cabin. We shall see. And I don't know if I have it on human or animal or auto. There we go. That's where I want the focus in. So I have two 16 millimeters. I just got a lens hood for it. One for the full frame and one for the APS-C. Okay? So if this is kind of like a 24 millimeter equivalent or 25 or whatever, close enough. I've done comparisons with the 16 millimeter and the EFS 24 millimeter. All right. So what I always thought crop was is like, let's say there's a 4x4, all right, for the full frame. Crop would be like maybe a 2.4, you know. 2x4 or you know, 2/3 of it, you know, minus 1/3 or something like that. Okay, but now you hear that they have you have to times a 1.5 with all the other camera manufacturers, and then Canon has the 1.6 times. So we'll see. Anyway, a lot of people don't talk much about the R10. I kept it more than the R50 because the R50 started overheating. It was a nice camera. I love camera, but it was so small I kept pressing the wrong buttons. It's like on the ZB-10 or even the ZB-1 Mark II or the RX-100 Mark V. You can press the wrong buttons all the time. And especially with the defocus, record, depending on what you press, like if you press the trash can, it's product showcase, which is okay. But it just, you have to get used to the camera, make it through its paces, and see if it works out all right. So far it's looking good. I've been doing it for 5 minutes. And I can't remember if there's a warning, all right, like a thermometer thing. I think the R10 came out with the R6 Mark II, and the R6 Mark II is much better than the R6 on the overheating aspect, but the R6 was better at less noise at nighttime. So they had to lose something in order to make the camera work, from overheating. And I've been pretty happy with the R6 too. So in fact, I got 2 of them. So I got one with a 50mm f1.8 and the other one with an 85mm f1.8. And I got the 100 to 400, the 16, the 24, the 35. Let's see, am I missing anything? I am looking at 100mm macro. I like that lens. I got other macros here, like the 85 2.0 is macro. I think the 24 is, or is it the 16? I can't remember. But anyway. So I figure if I can get home within 15 minutes with this camera, without it overheating, then it's a success. Usually when you get to 30-35 minutes, the camera will shut down. Any camera that does 4K 60. Unless you have a fan built into it. Like Panasonic with the S5 II. I can go all day with that. Yes, it has a 4K 60 crop, but you can always back up. And I don't mind the crop because I like the pictures a little bit closer. It kind of gives you a magnifying glass. So I see nothing wrong with it, okay? If you think it's too close, just back up. So anyway, that's my input, my thoughts, my opinion. I like doing the APS-C cameras on road trips because, with that crop or magnification, they should call it magnification, all right? Crop means not full frame, but a smaller size sensor, okay? So what they should say is, okay, what is this car doing? Sometimes you get some traffic and then, you see he's going from one end to the lane to the other. So we worry if he's either on his phone or if he's a little drunk. And I don't think I can make it. It's this truck in front of me is slowing down. I will get in front of this truck. Okay. So I'm averaging about 29 miles a gallon right now. Going at 70. So I was talking about the camera. I like the magnification where it brings the vehicles and the pictures closer. I don't mind that. I like it. I have used teleconverters. On those APS-C cameras. Just points it closer. I've been recording 11 minutes. It looks good so far. The warning usually comes in at about 13 minutes, like it did on the R8. And the R8 is a bigger camera. Well, it has a bigger battery anyway. Now you see this car in front of me? See, that's what I'm looking at too. Now, when they start going from one end to the other in the same lane, that's when they start worrying. And it could be the drag from the truck in front of them. So. So as you can see, it's doing a pretty good job. They say that it might shut down if it overheats. So I can't remember if they give a warning or not. And I don't know if they try to save the file before it shuts it down. I hope they do. It's a hit and miss with Sony. Do have the outside air coming in. That's good. I'm getting in my neck of the woods. With this R10, you can do 4K 60. ZFC and the Z30 and the Z50 cannot do that. R7 can. I had overheating issues with that camera too. I thought the R10 did a much better job. And I didn't like the joystick placements and stuff. I like the old settings. I was used to that, like with the R6 on this R10. You put it in movie mode. It doesn't have a switch, but R10's a good camera. I've been going like 15 minutes, and I have not seen an overheat warning. Compare footage between the R8 and this camera. And that way you can tell me if you can see a difference between 16 millimeters and 24. I go to Retama fireworks show, giant circus. Okay. And I smell cigarette smoke. Someone must be having their fire going on. It smells like cigarette smoke, folks. It really does. So, this camera is operating on a dummy battery plugged into my 110 volt that's built into this car, the Lincoln MKZ. It was built in 2017, and they don't make the sedans anymore. They're just making SUVs now. They're about $100,000, and I think that's a little bit too much expensive. So it's doing a pretty good job on the flaring. I have it in manual mode. I think I do anyway. Could be an FV. So I can do the aperture, the compensation or exposure compensation, and then the shutter speed. And as you can see, it's still running. I think this is running longer than my R8. So I'm going to go straight. I was thinking of going home, but I need a Frappy Mocha. So I'm going to go to Nacogdoches. Still at 4K 60, but I might turn it off because I'm getting a little worried. I don't see a warning sign. Well, I'm almost done with the jungle. I got rid of the first batch with branches hanging over, you know, from the live oak tree in the backyard. So they got to pick that up Monday. So tomorrow on Thursday, they're going to pick up 100 pounds worth of stuff that I got from that sago palm tree. And then when I'm done, then I'll have like another 75 pounds waiting for them on next Monday. Unless I decide to burn it. And I don't think I want to deal with that, because I want to do some other things during this week. I want to restain my fence. I want to get some backup paint for my inside of the house. Cover up some nail holes. You know, I already filled them up. I just need to match the paint. And I've been trying to find my color palette for the paint that I used, and I can't find them. You know, you did everything back in 2017, and it still looks great. And I did have some paint until I used it all up. And then I got rid of it because I haven't been using it. But yeah, I got to get some gray. I got to get the green, dark green, and then the dark red. And that way I'll be happy on the inside. Okay. Yep, they're going to the U-turns. And it's still going at 4K 60, folks. 22 minutes on the R10. Of course, I do have it on the number 4 setting for the fan and the outside air, which is about 62 degrees. I could put it on the air conditioning and bring it down to 60, but I'm trying to, I don't want to do that because I don't want the windows to fog up. Sometimes when it's warmer outside and it's cooler inside the car, or you know, they're about the same, windows start fogging up, especially if there's any moisture in the air. So if you like this type of content, please give me a like, subscribe. Any questions or comments, put it down in the comment section below. I thank you for watching. And if this camera shuts down, you know why. It overheated. And I am trying to look for if there's a thermometer. So when I get to McDonald's, I'm going to hit that function info button.
Hello, welcome to McDonald's. Will you be using your mobile app tonight?
No, ma'am.
Okay, what can I get started for you?
Can I have a large mocha frap, please?
A large mocha frappe?
And that's it?
Alrighty, your total is going to be $5.63 at the first window.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, have a good day. Alright, one large mocha frappe?
Yep.
$5.63.
All right. There we go.
Thank you. Thank you. Have a great night.
You too. Thank you. Oh, I put it in drive. They'll probably ask me to go to number 2.
If you can go to this next window for the large mocha frappe, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
That's what they usually do. So it's doing a real good job. I don't see any warning, all right? It says 16 millimeter. It looks good. ISO's at 3200, or it's on auto, so. And it looks buttery smooth. I don't see any stuttering or anything. That's the important thing of doing it. And I hope my voice sounds pretty good. It's been going for 27 minutes, folks. 4K 60. Close the window. I am thinking of turning on the air conditioning though. Okay, now it's getting a little bit cooler. So I don't know if that's going to make a difference. We'll find out shortly. Well, I'm back down to 29 miles to the gallon because I'm waiting. Kind of parked. Well, I hope they didn't forget me. So I do got it cool in here. I don't know if that's going to make a difference. It's been over 31 minutes. Still doing 4K 60. All right.
A large mocha frappe. Here you go. Sorry
Thank
about
you.
that wait.
That's all right.
You have a good night.
You too. Bye.
Thank you.
Yeah, they forgot about me. All right. So it's looking pretty good. I'm shocked. So if you're going to do a recommendation on the camera, hate to say it, I mean, as much as I like the R8, I like the R10 a little bit better. Of course, I could be eating my words. Everything looks pretty sharp with this 16mm. It's one of my favorite lenses, by the way. Wide, yes it is f2.8, but still, it's a good lens. And with the crop, it'll give it like a 25.6, I think. So. This road is pretty bad now, you know, with all the potholes and stuff. I still don't like this area where you have to go right next to 1604. You do see them working. Smell of skunk. See, I'm just using the outside air with the air conditioning. Rough. They did have a stoplight here at one time. It really slowed down traffic. So. And I think I only have a 128 gigabyte card, SD card in here. It should be enough for 4K 60. Well, I think up to an hour. Half hour is like what? 30 gigabyte, 39, something like that. Okay, yep, as light as out. That's okay. So I don't know if they're burning wood at fireplaces and stuff, but I smell smoke, so it's not coming from the car. That's a good thing. FedEx. So I found out that, I bought the lenses from B&H Photo. They usually send it either FedEx, but they kind of work with the post office too, so they mailed it to the post office. And it's packaged okay. I haven't seen any problems. I did see it loose in a little bit, but but everything was in there. So anyway, yeah, they're putting their trash out. Yeah, my trash is filled up. And you can see it right there. Look at this. That's 100 pounds worth of palm tree, folks. So it's with mulch, and I burned all the leaves, but you know, the small sticks and stuff that were left behind, that's what's in there. So thank you for watching. Remember, stay safe, keep smiling. Until next time, I shall see you then. Goodbye, folks. Have a wonderful day.